Why does my art suck? You might ask. I ask myself this question a lot. Being a beginner is difficult. And one of the things that makes it even more difficult is that we forget about how difficult it really is. When we're growing up, when we're little babies and toddlers and children and teens and all that, all of the life cycles, all of the stages of life, we are constantly taking on new things and learning new things and being a beginner at things. When you are very young and you're trying your hand at art for the first time, you're doing some finger painting, you're just having a good time. You know, you're not that concerned with your final product. And then whoever you're close to in your life, you're gonna want to show it to, whether that's, hey mom, look, hey grandma, look, and it's just a finger painting. But to you, it's everything. And, oh god, starting this YouTube channel, even though this is only going to be my third video in, I'm already feeling the struggle of doing something new. And that is difficult. But we're pushing through, honey. And we're pushing through because I want to, and because here's the thing about doing anything new, taking on any new project or art form or business, like this literally applies to everything in life. When you're first starting out, yeah, you're not gonna know what you're doing. You're a beginner. You're doing something new. And for me, doing this whole YouTube thing is, I'm excited about it. I'm excited about like what this is going to turn into, because I feel like the stuff that I'm making now is probably going to be really different from the stuff I make 10 videos later, 20 videos later, 30, you know? Like, it's going to change and evolve a lot. But whatever I'm doing right now is probably going to inform whatever comes later, just in ways that I can't even really see yet, because that's how it goes. It's like you get started with something, you work at it for a while, it evolves. Michelangelo has this quote that I really love about this concept, and that is, "The sculpture is already complete within the marble block before I start my work. It is already there. I just have to chisel away the superfluous material." And what if I told you that's everything? That's any sort of artistic or like business, any sort of creative endeavor that you decide to take on, is that it's already there. It exists somewhere, somehow. You just gotta keep going. You gotta do it over and over and over again until it starts to reveal itself. And that is something that I really deeply believe in, and because I know that, I'm like, alright, I have to just keep making. If I am a person that wants to make videos, I have to keep making videos. I have to keep practicing this muscle and just trusting that there is a sculpture underneath all of this, and that one day I'm going to be able to see it a little bit better. Right now, we're just chiseling. And that's all you have to do in the beginning. You just gotta chisel, and eventually something is going to reveal itself once you chisel enough. And yeah, this video is actually really different from what I originally had planned, because I was shooting a video and, you know, I ended up getting so stuck and like disappointed because I had an idea for a video, and I'm not gonna talk about it right now because maybe I'll save that for another time. But I had an initial idea for it and I was like, cool, I like that idea. And then I got my phone out, I recorded myself just so I could like kind of just take notes in real time. And later I watched it back and I was like, I like some of the ideas that I have in here. I also liked just my delivery on certain things, and I was like, all right, cool, I feel like this is a great idea. Let me go for it and do it. And then a couple days later, I got ready, like my hair looks nice, I put on a little bit of makeup, like I was feeling pretty good, and I was like, all right, I'm so ready for this video. And then as I actually started to record it, I got so stuck. La la la. Okay. I was recording it, but everything felt so forced. I didn't like how everything was coming out and how I was saying it, and it just like didn't feel that authentic to me. It also just might not be working today. I don't know. I'm really struggling. I think I need to just... And I was really confused about this, because I was like, why did it feel so natural the other day when I was just kind of casually taking notes on my phone, and now I'm feeling really uncomfortable and forced. And so I took that as a sign that I needed to stop, or at the very least just take a break and reflect on what was going on. And what I realized is that I was just putting way too much pressure on myself. I was comparing myself to a version of myself that had recorded this video really casually, and of course I liked my delivery a little bit better there because it was off the cuff. Like, it wasn't something that I was meticulously planning or something that I was going to post. It was something that in its most basic form was note-taking and something that I was going to refer to later so that I would not forget about it. But then, when I actually went through the process of preparing myself to make a video, and I made it this whole pressurized thing of like I wanted to look really good, and I wanted to sound really good, and then in that pressure, it was coming out in a way that did not look very good or sound very good, at least not to me. So I don't know if I'm going to use any of that footage, probably not, to be honest. But I think that it was a useful lesson for me to slow down and understand where I'm coming from when I sit down to make something. Because, look, at the end of the day, I don't think there's anything wrong with my desire for these videos to look and sound good, you know? Like, that's that's fine. But the thing that I really want to reflect more on is just the pressure that I was putting on myself to make something amazing, even though I'm still a beginner. And I think that we do that often in our life. I think people do it all the time, and I think that that's why so many people, you know, quit after starting something new. And yeah, it can feel frustrating when the vision you have in your mind is like really beyond the actual skills that you currently have. Ira Glass has this really good quote about it. Let me find that, please hold. All right, here it is. I've sent this quote to so many people, and I really thank the person that originally showed it to me because it's affected my life, and I feel like it's just so true, and it applies to not just making art, but also just life. So here it is. Nobody tells this to people who are beginners. All of us who do creative work, we get into it because we have good taste. But there's this gap. For the first couple years you make stuff, it's just not that good. It's trying to be good, it has potential, but it's not. But your taste, the thing that got you into the game, is still killer. And your taste is why your work disappoints you. We all go through this. And if you're just starting out, or if you are still in this phase, you gotta know it's normal, and the most important thing you can do is a lot of work. It is only by going through a volume of work that you will close that gap, and your work will be as good as your ambitions. So yeah, that's something that I really want to remind myself of in this journey, because ultimately, I really want to make content that is actually going to resonate with people and hopefully be helpful to people as well. I really have no interest in doing this if it's not going to do that. And I've realized if I want to achieve that goal, I have to create from a place of authenticity, of calm, of just being okay with the fact that this is not going to be perfect, but that it's going to keep getting better. So I guess that's all I really have to say for now. This is so different from what I originally had planned, but it's okay. As Ira Glass said, the only way to go beyond this mediocrity that I feel is just to keep going. So here we are, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Love ya.